diversity.
Oh,
And you do. I know you do it.
I do. I do.
I'm really disappointed with the sheriff office going back the old ways.
I know.
Gone.
I know. So am I. But we'll make it better.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We'll support you.
Thank you.
I think the city has done so much for the last few years, and we need someone to continue the work that has been done here. And I think Adrian is just the right guy for the job. He has city council experience. He has executive experience in running a very, very difficult office on the sheriff's office. So we are very much in support of Adrian, and he's very, very close to our cause, which is water conservation. This is part of our business that he supports, and we're very happy to be here.
Yeah, because Adrian Garcia, okay, when she's the chef, and then we take care of Asian community. Every time we have any happen, he will right away. Also, we have the function, he must go to function. Okay, that's why we support him. Yeah.
And so, is there a message that you would like to send out to the Asian community about why it is important to support him for this office?
Well, I can say we know Adrian when he was in the council member, and then he became a sheriff, and always, he's not only friendly to the Asian, but for all the international community. I think we are here, we want to have a mayor who's really understand how international Houston is. So I think Adrian have a very strong point. He is very into all the international communities, including the Asian, African, and we have so many international communities here, and he's a long-time friend. So I think Leon, me, and a lot of business leader and the community leader come here tonight just want to show our support and how important Houston is, especially in the international matters.
There isn't that hatred, there isn't that distrust, and I think this is what is the most important. To bring peace, we have to know about the other people. That's what President Eisenhower had in mind when he set up Sister Cities in 1956. We're talking about almost 60 years. He was a man of war who knew the importance of peace, and that's what a lot of us are trying to do. I believe that Adrian Garcia is the person to do that.
Well, because the city of Houston is the most diverse city in the United States, so it's important that we take advantage of diverse population and be inclusive in all matters relating community and the government. So I believe Sheriff Garcia, with his track records at the sheriff's office, he has shown to be very inclusive in people from different backgrounds, to include his command staff. I think that by his actions, he sets a great example as to what a new generation leader should be.
He's right behind us.
Oh, all right. Oh, yeah.
New ideas, and by new ideas, I mean he's very inclusive in his thinking. Therefore, he'll tend to harness and make use of the kind of thought processes that are usually not considered.
Definitely.
And that is mainly because he has embraced every community, and he wants to make sure that everybody contributes to the success of the city. And that means business.
Good evening, sir. How do you do?
I am honored. Thank you so very much.
I'm glad to see you here this evening.
It is my pleasure. Anytime that you can come into a room filled with rich cultural diversity, it's a good day and it's a good place to be.
Yes, definitely. I am so glad that you've decided to run for mayor. Can you tell the viewers why you are motivated to run for this office?
Well, precisely because of you.
Oh, thank you.
I have 35 years invested in public service because I love people. And I love working on the needs of the community. Because, Houston is an incredibly rich place. It's so culturally diverse.
Yes.
Over 100 languages spoken every single day.
Yes, it is.
But my family came here not speaking English, and this town embraced us. I'm the only American born in my family, but this town gave me incredible opportunity to be a city councilman, to be a policeman, to be the sheriff of the largest county in Texas and the third largest in America. And so I want to make sure that we continue to provide that opportunity for our children going forward.
support for the sheriff, for Adrian, and then also to share names, faces, success stories, challenges, because the road ahead is, as we know, littered with opportunities, but also challenges.
Progress and make sure the city stay diverse and businesses booming, people are coming, and we need to grow our economy. And I think he has the right experience, and crime rates need to be down. He comes from a background of that, keeping that thing under control. So I believe that he has right experience to represent all of us, not just Hispanic community, because he's been to every community in this town.
I know Adrian since I'm little boy. So and at that time I know he will be the Houston mayor. That's why I always follow him. Okay.
And I think the sheriff will be the great leader for Houston, will bring Houston to the next level. And with his experience for so many years serving the city and the county, and I believe he will be a great mayor, right?
Global ambassador for Houston, as he has made the city felt in other parts of the world. He has worked very closely with a lot of minorities here. This man has his heart in the right place.
A lot of very good qualities, and one of those also includes that Adrian is good about facing the challenges and overcoming them, and he has proved it in a lot of different occasions. And I wish Adrian all the good luck with your campaign, and you're gonna get all our support in winning this election. Thank you.
But tonight, I want to show that as a grocery man, you have my support.
Adrian Garcia knows every inch of the Houston roads, highways, byways, and alleys. He walked them during his 23 years with the police. He then drove with the sheriff's badge the rest of the roads of the county. He has seen them all. I think we need a man of the people to become mayor of Houston.
When Adrian and I met a little more than a year ago, we became like brother and sister instantly, because as a Filipino, we are the Hispanics of Asia.
That if he ever ran for mayor, he would have my full support. And I think when I look at Adrian, I see not only the skills of an executive, but more importantly, I see the heart of a public servant.
A big public speaker for people who know me, and one thing, I usually don't stand next to politicians, but this is the first time I'm supporting somebody our community loves so much.
Wow. Wow. To the host committee, I am honored. Thank you all. Thank you all for your leadership and your support. Let's give the host committee a run. Let me, where's Matthew? Matthew disappeared on me. Come here. As tall as he is, how can he disappear? Let's give this wonderful young man a Thank you, Matthew. I wonder, where is Audrey? Audrey, please, come over here. You do make me cry, and you make my wife cry. But let me just tell you, I am a firm believer in the 6 degrees of separation. And as I look where I could. And so to be in a room where the United Nations is represented is an incredible feeling. It's an incredible experience. And it has been said that you're grateful to me for having made the effort to take time to visit with you. First, let me just say, don't thank me. Thank my wife and my family for allowing me to sacrifice time for them. If you elect me, I hope you'll have a good mayor, but you're sure going to have a great first lady. But to that end, let me just tell you, I want to thank everyone for being here tonight. I've led and managed and reformed a major organization. with almost 5,000 employees, an operating budget of nearly $500 million. And during my administration, I was able to save us $200 million of our money. All the while keeping you and our communities and our children safe. And I didn't do it alone. One of the most honorable things about tonight is that probably in this one room, just like in the city of Houston, there's the possibility of 100 different languages that can be spoken. And it's not about one community. It's not about one side of town. It's about one Houston. Don't you agree? And when you respect all people because they want to come to Houston to work hard, play by the rules, and contribute a little bit of their culture to make Houston even stronger and better, then how can one not respect and admire such great and rich cultural diversity? That is one of the main reasons I'm running, and I'm asking for your permission to be your mayor. Because this diversity is Houston's greatest asset. And how is it that I can appreciate that? Well, like you, like some of you, I also have an experience, an international experience. I'm the only American born in my family. My parents, my brothers, my sister, all immigrated from Mexico. But when we crossed the international bridge, legally, the first thing that my father could think of, the first thing, was to tell everyone to get out of the station wagon and kneel by the side of the road to say a prayer. And when I asked one of my older brothers, what was the prayer that Dad said that day? And he says, I don't remember, but it sure sounded like the national anthem. But the prayer was a little bit like this. It was, thank you for allowing us to come to this great country. We know it's a country of opportunity. We're going to work hard. We're going to be good citizens. We're going to obey the laws. But we're going to give back to this country everything that we can possibly get from her. Amen. And when I see you, as Cecil, Kenneth, Don, when I see Leonard, all I see is people wanting to give their very best to make this place even better. And this city needs a mayor that understands the value of being able to say ni hao, salam alaikum, that can say buenos dias and howdy. Not as lip service, but as a sign of. But here's how we get from tonight to November the 4th, which, by the way, if you really, really, really want to make this election special, November the 4th is my wife's birthday. So if you want to make her birthday sweet, then I ask you to deliver her a great present on November the 3rd. But this is not necessarily the next mayor, but the greatest first lady that Houston will have seen in a long time. But the way we get from here to there is, number one, thank you for those of you who have written a precious check. If you're able to write another one, write another one. If you know of someone who has yet to write one, go find them, get them to write it, and then bring that check back. Yes. But also use your network. You know, there is sometimes a notion that the international community is only important financially in the political process. I want to set the record straight and demonstrate to the world that when, and I'm not sure who said it, but when you combine this community, there is a majority here. There is a great majority here. And so we vote. We vote. We have to vote. There is early voting that is a significant part that in some countries you don't have the opportunity for. And so I want to make sure that you start talking to people today. Are you registered to vote? Challenge them. When you see them again, are you registered to vote yet? You say you are, let me see your voter registration. We must wake up our young people. 18 to 35-year-olds are literally invisible in the political process. So engaging our young professionals is vital because voting today is important for their tomorrow. And so we must talk regularly at all your cultural events, your mosques, your temples, wherever you may be. You must encourage young people to get registered to vote and make sure you leave no one behind. And then lastly, I will be needing your ideas for what you want to see Houston become. Making sure that we're charting a great journey, a great path to a great point. Everyone's opinion in here will be critical. Because if you look around this room, this is one Houston. And you all have a voice to set the course for one Houston. And I would be honored if you give me the privilege to serve you as your mayor to help set that course for one Houston. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for everyone responsible. Thank you all. One Houston. One Houston.